Yep, just watering the dash. Watering the plants, watering the dashboard. Hey guys, so I have this Project Mark 3 Golf and the dashboard was missing. So in this video we're going to install the dashboard. I'm going to show the steps how I got this far. There is so much dust embedded into the dashboard, so we're going to clean it out. This feels so wrong. Into the vents, all over the dash, where the clock should be, in the vents, everywhere. I will avoid the speaker, but everywhere else, well, we didn't avoid it. Okay, that's the current progress so far. So we have the HVAC unit is in, the crash bar is in, steering column in, pedal box is in. It's all bolted in, so I bolted at the side, even the HVAC is in the correct place. There's a little clip down there which I had to slide into. Had it wrong the first time, but it's right now. This clip here is in, so it's actually solid the whole way across. It's not going to move. Okay, so now that the Mark 3 Golf dash is lovely, clean and dry, we're about to get ready to install it now into the dash. So there's two holes, this one here, the one on the far side, that match up to this bolt here, and that one just there. So when we put the dash in, they have to go through the bulkhead and they'll be screwed in then from the opposite side. So I'm going to lift it in and see how we get on. So it has to go up over the steering column, match into the heater matrix. I have all the wires just hanging out this way, so it should be really easy to know where they all go and to get everything to match up. Okay, and that's now the dash in. Okay, with a bit of manhandling, that's one bolt now just in, and the other one is just in there now as well. They're loose because I want to tighten up everything else first. Okay, I've just started pulling all the wires. So this is the aerial, two wires for the radio. These are all the controls that go here underneath the dash. Coming across this way, your speedo, heated seats, airbag, column control. So there should be, I think, 4 or 5 wires for here. Maybe I'm missing 2. This is the lights. This is the one for, I think, also lights or headlight leveling sensor. And this one is to show that your airbags are working. Your check light just goes here. Oh, never mind. Here they are. So these 2. And then there's 3 here. Right, now let's get some screws into this and keep this nice and rigid. Next, these 8mm bolts go in next. You'll need 11 of these bolts, starting from the passenger side. You'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bottom of the center console, where my finger is, 6, 7. Underneath the steering wheel, 8, 9, 10, and over here on the driver's side, 11. In this slot, either an airbag or the glove box will fit in. I'm just waiting on the airbag to arrive. Next, after wiring up dash clocks, there's a screw just here and another screw in there. Now the full surround goes in next. Okay, now it's time to put all the soft trim back. So first thing to do is get the vents and just turn them towards you and to the bottom. There's 2 holes here. So obviously 2 screws go there, and 2 more go here. Moving across into the middle of the dash, 1 screw goes here, a second screw goes here, that tightens the dash into the surround that holds in the clocks. Moving further down, we have 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And going down below that again, we have 2 more, 1, 2. And obviously it goes without saying, don't forget to plug everything in. So everything is actually plugged in. And again, these are all plugged in. Moving across to the passenger side, there are 2 screws, one at the top, one at the bottom. To get this part to move, you push at the bottom and the top will come out to you. And then you can just put your 2 screws in. Now onto the stalks, there's 2 screws that go here. But the best thing to do is actually plug in everything and then push the whole lot in, then doing your 2 screws. After that, there is a trim that goes up here and down here it's a clamshell, so it goes in two halves. Squeeze them together and there's two screws. One goes up here and the second goes up here. And now you can just push everything in. Don't have a radio yet. Next, the trim that goes around your feet is going on. So that's going to go on there. There's two screws here, and there's two hidden ones. One down here, and one down there as well. So depending which model you got, it depends which you have down here. So you have the glove box up here, you'll have an open glove box down here. And if you have the airbag up here, you'll have an enclosed glove box down here. If you have air conditioning, neither of these two will fit. Basically this here is sticking out, so it doesn't fit in. So I'm waiting on a shorter glove box, either an open one or a closed one, to fit in here because the air conditioning box is coming out so far. But to screw it in, you go 1, 2, 3. There's one down here and another screw over here. So you can see it there on this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's 5 screws for there. Now over here on the driver's side, there is a long piece of trim. It goes in there to hide all the screws. And there's a little shorty piece, and that goes on this side. So next up is the center console is going in. There's two plastic 10mm go in here. There's a screw down there and a screw on the far side. And finally the handbrake is back on. So two 13s will hold this on. And there is a wire to be reattached for the handbrake light. Okay, now let's get on the cover over this again. Taking note, there is a screw to go in here. So you lift up the handbrake, drop this in, line it up, and there's it. We'll match up the screw down there. So now that little screw is in there, that's holding everything tight. There's a little beauty pad or a little ashtray to go in there. Speaking of ashtrays, there's another one to go back here, which I don't have. And obviously the cover for the handbrake. I'm missing the trim that sits around here. But we're going to stick on the gear gaiter anyway. Okay, so in the large box of parts, I did find this white one. It's not correct, but at least it's on it now just for the video and to show that it's actually on and it looks awful. So I don't know where the black one is, but maybe it's going to come tomorrow when I get the other parts for this. But that's how it looks. The steering wheel is the final thing to go on. So there is the other end of this. It's for the airbag and it goes in at the very bottom. You can see just a bit of it just there. So it goes in at the very bottom and then that allows you to turn the steering wheel, but the airbag will still work. And obviously the horns I think as well. And to reattach the steering wheel, there's two 6mm bolts here and here. You get them from the far side. Obviously my airbag hasn't arrived yet, so that's why my one isn't there. But yeah, looks really good. Next, this trim here goes on that goes over the steering rack from inside the car. And finally, the two covers go in on top of the speakers located on top of the dash. And that's now how the interior looks with the dashboard back in. So still have a load more work to do, but making good progress. So if you like this type of content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe over there. I'll see you next time.